Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are back. Make sure you're hitting that like button while we're coming back. Let me hit this intro to allow the folks to get in here. I did start about a minute early, but I think it'll be okay. Hopefully those notifications went out, and if they didn't, and I got to let everybody at Discord know that I'm live as well. Okay, let me go ahead and let's start a little, and this is going to be a really quick commercial. Here we go. Yes, everybody. Thank you so much. All the 95 people in the house. Thank you. Um, let's see what is going on. Thank you so much for hitting that like button, and I appreciate all of you guys are awesome. Give me one sec, yo. I just got some information. One sec. Gotcha. Okay. No blowing horns. Megan, I got your Cash App. I appreciate you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you for continuing to support my channel. You guys are awesome. All right, so we got 136 people in the house. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Okay, let me tell you what Miss Grizzy has given us as far as an update goes. Okay. For those that have not been
For a couple of
watching,
you guys to hop on. So
here we
what
go.
I am wanting to do with this video is just to inform you guys that at 5 p.m. there will be a press conference. We will be live streaming it for you guys. And this is in regards to Rudy Farias, the young man that was missing for 8 years. And turns out that he was living in Northeast Houston with his mother the entire time. We're going to be hearing from Quanell X along with his Rudy's family. And we will be live streaming it. We were going to hear more about it. The family's going to be asking for justice. That's the demands. They want justice for, all the stuff that Rudy's been through. And we're going to live stream at 5 p.m. Grizzy's Hood News, not Grizzly, Grizzy's. And let's see, what else? Anybody? Facebook Live. All right.
Wow.
Thank you so much. 5 p.m. We're going to be in Northeast Houston in front of the home where he stayed all those years, and just out and everything. Just crazy. You don't want to miss it, friends.
Okay.
Bye.
Shout out
5
to
p.m.
Grizzy.
5 p.m. Facebook Live.
Okay. Shout out to Grizzy. I guess I should be live here pretty soon now. I'm gonna try to refresh here. Keeping an eye out on any updates. She should be doing a Facebook Live, and that's what we're waiting for. Thank you so much. Brianna says, I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt. But if Quanell starts that heavy breathing, fast talking, when the details get dirty again, I'm gonna lose it. Fair warning. I've already had I already have little respect. Brianna, you are entitled to your I completely understand and get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? You're not the only one who feels that way. And this is what I love my chat is because y'all don't have to agree with me. We don't have to agree with each other. We can have an opposing view. That's what makes my channel, I think, okay, right? We don't have to agree with each other. And so we're respectful in the chat. And you're not the only one, Brianna, that feels that way. Nicole, thank you so much for the 199. Thanks for your amazing coverage and hard work. I'm trying. We're putting the overtime on this channel, you guys. Shout out to, but seriously, like shout out to all the beautiful members. We are a little over 422 members in my channel. We reached 24K like a couple days ago, and hopefully y'all can get us to 25K. That's what we do, and we're going to continue to do all kinds of coverage here as far as true crime stories and trending news stories. Anything that we can do, absolutely. So thank you, Nicole, thank you for being a member and a mod, and shout out to my beautiful mods and members in the house. All righty, let's see where we're at, and I'm just going to refresh this right quick, okay? I did reach out, by the way. I want to thank you guys again. So let me tell you what I did while we were offline. I reached out to Mr. Shout out to Mr. Tim Miller. Okay, for those that don't know, Mr. Tim Miller, he's been doing a lot of he's been doing a lot of interviews. Um, and I reached out to his organization recently, and I asked if he had like a statement or something to say about what's going on. I would love to speak to him, but right now, like Mr. Tim Miller, and this is why I appreciate and respect that man, because he said this is a case for law enforcement. At this point, he doesn't have a comment. He's going to allow law enforcement to handle it. Shout out to the people over there in the Texas EquiSearch. Thank you so much for answering my email. I appreciate you guys if you're watching this. And, hopefully, whether it's this case or another case, we can get to talk to you at some point. You're just listen. We are short a couple members. Um, Once we get to those members, we're going to add a new emoji, and it's going to be called the audacity. All right. Heels, thank you, my love. He says, you put in the work and deserve every accolade. Thank you, Heels in the air. You're awesome. Shout out to you, and thank you so much. Yes, he is. He's a classic. I like it. I mean, what I've seen so far, he seems like a nice, solid guy. I mean, I don't think I think it's great, and I'm glad that he's giving interviews to the TV. But he said, I got to step back a little bit and allow law enforcement to handle this. So I am refreshing. It is a little over 5 o'clock Texas time. Okay. Hopefully, we'll get a statement here pretty soon. We'll get a heads up about what is going on. Hey, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. The audacity. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I don't want to say it. Thank you so much, Nay. Nay just for the Cash App, she just sent me $10. Thank you so much, Nay. You are awesome. Thank you, Nay. Please look into the Jake Allen. I don't know that case. He's been missing for 8 years. His team and the family need support. JANINE Santana, Rudy's mom, has been deceiving Jake's mom all this time. Are you serious, Eleanor? I had no idea. Listen, I'm hearing that this woman, this JANINE Santana woman, was deceiving a lot of people. People are coming out of the bushes to talk about that. Texas, baby, we in this thing. Shout out to everybody from Texas. Look at that. All the Texans in the house. Okay, let me refresh. Because we're going to get to it. Shout out to Grizzy again, who's been bringing us the up-to-date news. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, thank you, guys. The audacity. The audacity. You know what? If I was there, I'd be like, all right, 5 o'clock. The audacity. Let's start on time. Just joking. Just joking. Okay. Yes, I heard she's been deceiving a lot of folks in the community. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Thank you. Oh my gosh, the audacity, calling it the audacity. The audacious person calling it the audacity. That's the crazy part. Okay, let me see if we can refresh, and anything else happening while we wait. I also something else. I was sent while we wait. I was sent. A couple of people are speaking out about the fact that how these resources have been misused and the outrage. And I definitely want to echo that because I felt the same way too. I do feel like there's been a misuse of resources here. Whether that's a crime or not, I guess will allow folks from law enforcement to determine that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not. But I do feel like resources have definitely been misused. Amethyst, thank you for upgrading your membership, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just got the notification. Merna says, Texas in the house. Shout out to you. Yes, everybody. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's navigate while we look. I'm just checking to see, refresh. Yo, I mean, I guess this thing is starting a little bit later. Okay, that is absolutely fine. Let me get over to do some searching over here. Everybody's speaking right now about the situation. Everybody. Okay? Everybody. I was talking to somebody that I really like and respect as a creator, and I had said, should we be concerned for anybody's safety as it pertains to Janie, given the fact that she has not been arrested or anything like that? Should we be concerned? Family had said that apparently she has weapons. Okay. She's got weapons. And again, I had said earlier she had made threats about unaliving herself. Okay. I think I don't underestimate anybody who has so boldly um, deceived so many people for so many years. I don't. I don't. I really, really don't. We don't know. I do think that we need to be very careful. Emily, thank you for becoming a member, everybody. I think we need to be very much careful about that. Yes, Brianna, and let me show your comment because I definitely, this got blocked. And shout out to Hot Damn from Texas. Thank you guys, everybody from Texas. Shout out to everybody. Look, I think we can get back to Janie being a troll and a catfish and apparently all-rounded distasteful person once we've handled whether or not she's a kidnapping, drugging, incestuous rapist. Y'all, let me ask you a question. Let me say it this way. What if she does something to herself? I don't put it past anybody at this point, as it pertains to this case. I really don't. What if she does something to herself? You know, or someone else. Shout out to Liz, Texas in the house. Yes, it's a very sad situation to put anybody in. But did anybody think of that? Like, I just hope that in all of this, Rudy doesn't lose his voice because everybody's over speaking for him. My opinion. This is who really matters, right? That's why we're covering this, right? We're covering this because it's his voice. It has not. I'm refreshing. I'm refreshing to see. The conference has not been set up yet. My hope that it is. And I'm looking. I'm sure there's going to be other people streaming it. You know what, Isaac, I feel the same way too. And thank you. Shout out to all the folks from Facebook. That's what I want to know. Is she still on the run, stalking Rudy? Hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up with any rumors at this point. I mean, I did shout out to Grizzy. I did see the video where she was in that area. Um, yes, you think they have eyes on her? Grizzy has a post. Yes, I did see that. I did, and I really hope that Grizzy's careful because I mean, you just never. People are unpredictable nowadays. We don't know. We don't know. We truly don't know. I'm gonna update here. And I'm waiting, and we all waiting. We are all waiting. For those that are coming in, Grizzy did post, hold up, on our Facebook earlier that there would be a conference today. Here we go.
To do with this video is just to inform you guys that at 5 p.m. there will be a press conference. We will be live streaming it for you guys. And this is in regards to Rudy Farias, the young man that was missing for 8 years. And turns out that he was living in Northeast Houston with his mother the entire time. We're going to be hearing from Quanell X along with his Rudy's family. And we will be live streaming it. You know, we were going to hear more about it. The family's going to be asking for justice. That's the demands. They want justice for, you know, all the stuff that Rudy's been through. And we're going to live stream at 5 p.m. Grizzy's Hood News, not Grizzly, Grizzy's. And let's see, what else? Anybody? Facebook Live. All right. Thank you so much. 5 p.m. We're going to be in Northeast Houston in front of the home where he stayed all those years and just out and everything. Just crazy. Don't want to miss it, friends. Bye.
There
5 p.m. 5 p.m. Facebook Live.
There is going to be police presence. You already know it's going to be police presence over there. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Muhammad in the Quran, peace be upon all the worthy servants of Almighty God.
Here we
I
go.
have come here today to speak up on behalf of Rudy Farias.
Oh, Jesus.
I have
It's
come here
buffering.
today to speak that which that young man spoke to me. I have come here today to clear up one thing in particular, the lie that HPD told. HPD said that no sexual abuse was reported. That detective is an absolute liar.
They got the Black Panthers
He
back
sat
there.
there with me for an hour and 15 minutes and listened to every word Rudy said to me. In fact, he told the detective, I want Quanell to stay. And Grizzy was right there with us. Rudy asked, could he go home with me?
Oh, my.
He asked the detectives, can I go home with Quanell? She's right. We have witnesses to this. This detective heard everything Rudy said to me. But he was angry with me also because the detective did not want me in the meeting. He did
It's
not
not the
want
Black
me in
Panthers.
the
Thank
room.
you.
And it really got confrontational. We have the video of he and I's heated argument about them asking me to come in and them.
Oh, man. The signal. Okay, thank you. The Nation of Islam. Thank you so much, Heels. So he's got the Nation of Islam with him. That's not the Black Panthers. Thank you. I was like, eh. Lord have mercy. Come on, get some signal. Get some signal. What's going on with the hotspots? Come on.
Not
Here we go.
about them asking me to come in and them not, the cops not wanting me to go in.
Come on. Well, they got all kinds of channels. I'm going to see if other channels are also on this too. Hold up.
The detective heard Rudy say to me, out of his own mouth, detective sitting right next to me, that in
Oh,
this
man.
house, in this house,
It does Heels. I think that is their new logo.
she made
I
him
don't know.
sleep in the bed with her.
Their internet it's buffering. Yeah, everybody in the chat is telling you need better service. Damn, in internet buffering. It does suck. He is calling the detective, although somebody's lying. Can I get the buffering emojis in the chat at this point? Because
All
it's
the
not me.
time. And that young boy said to me and that detective,
Yep, Dr. Candace Matthews standing right next to him. Somebody said, a la chingada with the Wi-Fi. Oh, man. Hold up, y'all.
I did not like it.
It's Grizzy's. Let me see if I'm gonna see if I can.
I didn't want to do it.
This is
That
crazy.
she was crossing boundaries and she would not respect my space and respect my boundaries. He said to that detective right in front of me that she would kiss him in the mouth when she made him get in the bed with her in this rotten ass house.
Ooh.
She
Come on, Grizzy.
forced that boy. Rudy said to me, and I'm standing here
Hold up. I'm going to see if I can find. Give me 1 sec. Because this is too much buffering. This is too much. Hold up, y'all.
Boy, Rudy, say for that young man.
This is so annoying. It's on Univision, somebody said. Hold up, y'all.
We begged, I begged the detective, don't allow Rudy to come with this woman. Don't allow Rudy to leave with this woman.
Okay. Nada. Nothing. The video ended. What the hell? Well, that was that. Hold up, you guys. So this is when they were setting up. Okay.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Grizzy live here with the hood news. We're here. Press conference for Rudy Farias. Please, everybody, let everybody know. I know everybody's been waiting. Thank you for your patience. Sorry.
Come right on in, man. Come right on in. I think we were just talking to you.
So this is when they were setting up.
In the name of God, the beneficent, the merciful, we bear when it says with one God to whom praises due forever. The sender of Moses and the Torah, Jesus and the gospel, Muhammad and the Quran, peace be upon all the worthy servants of Almighty God. I have come here today to speak up on behalf of Rudy Farias. I have come here today to speak that which that young man spoke to me. I have come here today to clear up one thing in particular, the lie that HPD told. HPD said that no sexual abuse was reported. That detective is an absolute liar. He sat there with me for an hour and 15 minutes and listened to every word Rudy said to me. In fact, he told the detective,
Wow.
I want Quanell to stay. And Grizzy was right there with us. Rudy asked, could he go home with me? He asked the detectives, can I go home with Quanell? She's right. We have witnesses to this. This detective heard everything Rudy said to me. But he was angry with me also because the detective did not want me in the meeting. He did not want me in the room. And it really got confrontational. We have the video of he and I's heated argument about them asking me to come in and them not, the cops not wanting me to go in.
So there's video.
The detective heard Rudy say to me out of his own mouth, detective sitting right next to me, that in this house, she made him sleep in the bed with her all the time. And that young boy said to me and that detective, I did not like it. I didn't want to do it. That she was crossing boundaries and she would not respect my space and respect my boundaries. He said to that detective right in front of me that she would kiss him in the mouth when she made him get in the bed with her in this rotten ass house.
Who's in that house right now?
She forced that boy Rudy said to me. Now I'm standing here fighting for that young man. I begged the detective, don't allow Rudy to come with this woman. Don't allow Rudy to leave with this woman.
Dang. Shout out to Mel. Hold up, y'all. I just saw Mel here, but oh my gosh. So that's where Grizzy stops the video. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to see if I can go and show what is going on right now. Hold up, y'all. See if I can refresh it. It's her internet that was going off. Let's see. This is what they've shown so far. This is what we have. Let me see if I can find. Are they? Okay, thank you. I'm going to head over there right now. Give me 1 sec, y'all. Okay, I think we figured this out. Let me write this down real quick so I know the.
What's up, y'all? It's your
I don't want to lose your
live
comment.
Good news. We're here. Press conference for Rudy Farias.
Got it.
Please, everybody, let everybody know. I know everybody's been waiting. Thank you for your patience.
Here it is. We got it.
Sorry.
Better coverage. Hold up, y'all. Here we go.
And did not do their due diligence. When they came to this address, had they done just some basic fundamental research, they would have seen that a child went missing from this address just years before. When they encountered them on other occasions, they didn't do their due diligence. They let that boy keep going with his mother.
Wow.
When neighbors would call in, when family would call in and say, hey, look, we got this tip about Rudy, they never even followed through. And in fact, they have to tell the whole world now why, when Rudy was found, you waited 8 days. 8 days to question him. In fact, they wasn't going to even question Rudy. Let me be clear about that.
Oh my God.
They had decided that they were not going to question Rudy after the mother told them he's nonverbal. The mother told me and the detectives right in front of Grizzy, oh, he's nonverbal. He can't talk. And so I pulled up a chair and I sat down next to him, and he was holding his mother's leg and crouched all over. And she had covered him up with a blanket. And I said, little brother, can you look at me? And he raised his head up and he looked. He said, I know you. I said, you do? He said, I know you. You, Mr. X. I said, wow, little brother, you speaking now.
Whoa.
Am I lying, Grizzy?
Nope.
Then I said, well, young man, can I shake your hand? He put his hand out. He's shaking like this, like a leaf blowing in the wind. And I shook that young man's hand. I said, can you sit up and talk to me? And he looked at his mama. Then she said, no, he gonna have a panic attack. No, he gonna have a breakdown. I said, I think he'll be okay. I said, young fella, you'll be okay? He said, so I helped him up. And we set him in a chair. Then his mama said, well, we need to leave because I think he's gonna have a panic attack. Then the detective said this, well, okay, call us when you think he's better. Call us when you think he's able to talk. And I said, well, wait a minute. I said, at first he was nonverbal, but he's talking right now. I said, give him a chance. The detective said, well, if it's okay with him. And I said, Rudy, would you mind talking to us? He said, yeah. He said, but I said, okay, just ask Grizzy. I said, okay, talk to the detective. I got up to walk out. Rudy grabbed my hand and said, no, I want him to stay. So for all of you people who putting it out there that I put myself into this case, his mama called me and Rudy demanded that I stay. So I said, okay. I sat down next to him. And we asked the mother to leave. She didn't want to leave. We said, ma'am, it's important that you leave so we can see if he'll talk. He might open up. So she said, okay. She left. We started talking to him. She came back 3 minutes later, bamming on the door. We opened the door. She said, is he having a panic attack? We said, no, he's fine. Look at him. Rudy was calm. Rudy was calm. I said, look at him. She said, okay. She left. We started talking to him again. She come back 5 minutes later, bamming on the door. Is he okay? Is he okay? We say, oh, he's fine. Look at him. He's fine. We filming this too now because we knew what she was trying to do. So then we started talking to him again. And in that moment, it went on for a lengthy period of time then, for about an hour. Then she came back and tried to interrupt us again. We stopped her. It went on for another 15 minutes. Then I did not want Rudy to see me start crying. So I was trying to start turning my back to him like this because of what he was telling me. Hell, I have grown sons. I have a 16-year-old son. And so he grabbed my hand again, and when I turned around, I was crying. And you know what he said to me? He said, it's okay. Don't cry. Everything I told you that young man said to me, he said right in that room. Everything. And when I got up and we exited that room, I stood in front of those detectives. And this is on camera. We got it on tape. I said, Sergeant, is there anything that you would not want me to say to the media that would jeopardize your investigation? He said, no. I said, sir, are you sure? Are you sure?
Oh, man.
He said, no. So we waited for like 5 or 10 more minutes because they took her into another room and they had detained her. They had detained her, put her in handcuffs. Now, here's the problem with that. If what the detective heard in that room was not a crime, well, then why did he come out the room and put the mama in handcuffs?
Oh.
This ain't passing the smell test, man.
Oh.
If what you heard, detective, was not a crime, why you put that woman in handcuffs? Because he heard the same exact thing I heard.
Lord have mercy.
So before I left out again, I said to all three of them, I said, is there anything that I should not say that would jeopardize your investigation? And on the third time, they said no. 3 times I asked them. So HPD, if you keep lying, we'll let everybody see how it all went.
And they are lying.
Show me the VHS tape. Show me the tape.
For the sake of Rudy, and I'll close on this last thing. I come out the room, the detective come out the room. As we step away, the door was still semi-cracked. She went in the room with Rudy. She sat down in front of him and started asking him about what he was telling us. Then she said this to him. Back me up, Grizzy, you were right there. She said, you got to change your story. If you tell them what you have told them, she's going to go to jail. She said, I'm going to go to jail and I will kill myself. That's what his mama said to him. And the detectives was right there at the crack door with us.
And I know she said that because she said it to me.
So Rudy is a victim. Rudy needs help. That kid needs help. I've sat down with many, many men who've confessed heinous murders to me. I've sat down with men who've told me about crimes they've committed that I've had to turn in that'll make you vomit. This ain't my first case like this. But Rudy is alive. But if he's allowed to be in that woman's custody at any length of time, he very well might not be. Because I believe she will harm that child to try to cover herself.
Is he in anyone's custody if he's
Any
25 though?
questions?
So based on everything that you've heard, what crime do you think was committed?
Ooh.
And what do you think she should be charged with?
Well, listen, well, she and I went over that, so I'll let Dr. Matthews handle it. We went over at length with some of that. But let me say this. Incest is a crime in Texas.
Ooh.
Even if they want to try to imply subtly it was consensual. That's sick, man. That boy was not in his right mind. That boy was exploited and taken advantage of. And incest is one. There's still some wrestling about the age when this really took place. But making false police reports? Yes. Multiple false police reports? Yes. Making a false stolen car report? Yes. Absolutely. Lying and saying telling the bank my credit card was stolen and it wasn't stolen. You gave it to Rudy to have in his pocket, to use, to buy things for you. Then you sit there and tell detectives, oh, I kept that credit card about 6-7 years ago. Damn credit card 2.5 years old. How he get it? From right out of here.
Oh.
That's how he got it. There's multiple crimes.
Oh my
Anyone
God.
from the family want to say something? I just want to give them a chance if y'all want to say something on behalf of Rudy or your family. Yes, sir. Next.
Yeah, I know that what Rudy told you has touched you. Obviously, coming here outside of his mother's house is a pretty bold statement. Why did you pick this location to do this?
Because this is where all of it took place. This is ground zero, man.
Oh my
For
God.
Rudy Farias and what took place. This house needs to be cleansed. This neighborhood needs to be healed. Everybody in this neighborhood has suffered because of what this woman did. And I came here to let Rudy know we're not afraid to come to your house of horror. Your house of horror right here, we'll come here. Your house of hell, we'll come here.
Is
And
Rudy in
before
there?
I pulled up, I got a phone call before I pulled up saying that she was inside the house with guns.
Yeah.
And that if I came to speak in front of her house, she had guns and she was going to use them.
Oh my God.
Let me tell that mama something real quick.
So we all got done.
You don't know who in the hell you playing with.
At all.
We're not afraid of you.
Let's be real crystal clear, mama, because you got the right one in me. Trust me. So if you inside and you watching and you want to come out and feel froggy, hop, baby. Because we won't need HPD to do that's nobody at that point. She's so bold, she gonna make threats. That's because the police have not put a rusty raggedy behind in jail.
My,
She has not suffered no
my.
consequences. That's the problem why she talks so silly like that.
As long as they keep covering
And I got that tip from a news station, so let's be, don't say I made that one up. Go ahead.
Can you clarify? You say you have Rudy's accusations on either video?
I didn't go that far.
Oh.
What I said,
Ooh.
no, what I'm gonna clarify for you is I got it, baby. I got the facts of it. And if I need to, I'll release it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going into further detail than that. But we got a whole lot recorded. But go ahead, yes.
But other than just what he said and what he told detectives there, is there other evidence that you know of that police don't know about?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Let the family answer.
I'm really not sure. But based on what I've been told, I talked with the investigator who worked on Rudy's case for years. She now lives in Alaska. She told me things that she said she reported to HPD over the years. And she wanted HPD to investigate the mother. She told them she thought the mother was involved. She told them of the warning signs and the red flags that she had discovered. They never followed through.
What?
So I think she needs to be interviewed in depth because she knows a whole lot. This woman was flying across the country, his mama, raising money to look for Rudy. really using those trips as vacation trips. All in New York raising money to look for Rudy. You understand me? There's a whole lot more to this story. But that investigator knows a great deal with whom I spoke with, and she is very knowledgeable about a whole lot of this stuff. But I'll let her speak for herself.
Have you
Come
shared
on
the
over.
information
Jesus.
with family members and they
No.
heard it? No, why not?
Because my attorneys told me that I should not.
Why? I don't
Because he is a victim of a sexual assault in our opinion and in their opinion, and that I should not for the sake of his personal privacy.
What's the difference between you describing what's in the tape and you just releasing
I'm
the tape?
because that's my right to do so. And I wanted to give, well, I wanted to, they told me no, don't do that. I'm following wise legal advice.
Who's your lawyer?
Oh.
That's not your business. But Stanley Snyder. But anyway, but Stanley Snyder. But no, told me not to. Yes.
Oh. This is
So through
family.
here, y'all just asked, was there any other evidence or
How are
anything
you
else, any
related to
other
the
way?
victim?
Just state how you relate.
I'm sorry, my name is Michelle Rodriguez, and I'm first cousin to Rudy Farias, Janie's niece. Prior to Rudy's disappearance, his so-called disappearance, his mother had been seen by my late grandma of causing abuse to Rudy, sexually, physically, mentally. This did not just start when Janie reported Rudy missing. It was going on for quite some time before then. And did it start at this house? No. But Janie needs to be brought in. And the police letting her go, the DA letting her go, letting her walk free because they don't have no proof and they say that Rudy was, there are no sexual assault proof. Y'all not going to know that. I want to say something, but they're not going to know that if they didn't take him to go get medically checked. And they refused to do that. And they let her walk. They're not going to know what the hell she's really done if they didn't bring her in and put pressure on her to talk, which they're allowing her to do because they're covering up for themselves. They're covering up what they knew years ago and they didn't want to come out forward. So the chief of police, the DA, and any other law enforcement that knew about this from back then, y'all are going to come out. It's all going to come out. You can't hide. Nothing's going to be hidden anymore. So whatever you think you can't hide, good luck, it's coming out.
What do you know
Michelle, en
about Rudy's
español,
status right now?
te podemos preguntar, ¿están ustedes haciendo una acusación muy grave al departamento de policía diciendo que están ocultando información, de que están ocultando parte del testimonio que dio Rudy? ¿Por qué creen que ocultan esa información?
Porque ayer el chief of police dijo que no había pruebas, que lo que dijo Quanell X que no era cierto, cuando había alguien más adentro que escuchó todo y están diciendo que no oyeron nada, ¿ok? Uno. Dos, están diciendo que no ha pasado nada y que Rudy tiene la edad que él puede hacer lo que él quiere y que Janie no le hizo nada. Janie sí le hizo algo por muchos años y ellos están diciendo que eso no es un sexual assault.
So the reporter's asking her, why do you think
No quieren que salga lo que ellos hicieron.
the police is not following through with charges?
La investigación que hicieron aquí en esta casa no pusieron, no salió todo en el reporte como debería.
When they did their investigation of the house,
Sí.
family is alleging that not everything was released in the report, and then she's
I don't
basically
know. I haven't gone that far to check.
reiterating what the DA
But
said.
if they were, I'm sure it was just an in and out because she had HPD to back her up. For various reasons, because she has contact with HPD prior to her relationship with Rudy Farias, the HPD officer that committed suicide, who is Rudy's father. She's got other contacts in there, and they know that.
Wow.
No, he's with a family friend. When police reported that he was safe with family, the initial report that they put he was safe with family, he was never with family. We have it on video who he was with and how he left the hotel. He didn't leave with no family.
The hotel the other day, yes.
The hotel the other day. He didn't leave with family. He left with someone else who was a friend of his mother's.
Have you spoken to him since yesterday?
No. Also, let me tell you something I learned that was interesting to me from speaking with the investigator. Rudy's brother died in a motorcycle accident. His brother had an insurance policy. You know who the brother named, according to the investigator, as the inheritor of the policy? His little brother, Rudy. Okay? But if Rudy dies, or if Rudy is no longer around and declared dead because he's missing, guess who inherited the money? His mama.
Oh my
When
God.
she discovered that, she told HPD to get in contact with her. They did not. There's a whole lot of stuff going on here that needs to be uncovered. Yes, sir.
Can you explain who's here with you today?
We have a couple of
Amethyst
neighbors here.
pointed that out.
She was attempting to pay neighbors, let me be clear, in the last couple of days. She was offering neighbors money to break into the house and destroy evidence. So there was a break-in reported over here. Did y'all know that a few days ago? She was attempting to pay neighbors to break in to take certain things out of the house and get rid of it. Talk about that, brother.
Do we have statements?
And state where you live and who you are.
My name is Adrian Boone. I'm a friend of Rudy's. But I'm gonna start off with y'all questions first.
No, tell what happened about what was she offering.
Okay, so she called me. This is all facts. She called me 2:30 in the morning. I don't be asleep. Ever since this happened, I'm worried because he come in my house, to my garage. She offered me $200 along with other friends. I'm not gonna mention them because they don't want to be brought up. Offered us $200 to go in that house and get some stuff for her while she at work. I thought to myself, why you offering me money to go in your house when you was just at home? To break in there. If somebody's in the house or if a neighbor's anybody see I go in the house, I can either get shot or arrested. I never had a background in my life. Never did nothing wrong. So why would I start now? Especially for money. I have my own money. I wouldn't stoop that low.
Why do you think she wanted you to do that?
Come again?
Why do you think she did that?
I mean, what would you think? To hide evidence, have us do stuff for her, keep her hands clean?
Lord have
She's
mercy.
saying break in.
Well,
She doesn't want to break in her house.
That ain't all she said.
Wait, step back.
That is not all
Take
she
your
said.
time. Wait, just wait. I know you heard me. It's okay. Go ahead. Say your name first.
My name is Keisha Ross. I'm the neighbor that discovered that he wasn't missing. She didn't just offer them to go into her house. She offered my cousin $200 to go in back of the house the day all the stuff went down and knock on the window. Dolph, I saw him. He used to carry a gun. So suppose my cousin know too much. So why would you call him the same time you call my son after you hang up with my son and ask him to go in back of the house to wake Rudy up? Because if he's armed, he can get shot too. Because you so-called told me, and it's on video, I'm the one that gave that video of her saying that the reason why she didn't want him to tell nobody who he was or discover who he was because the cartel was supposed to be after him. Then she's making accusation. She left because we asked her for money. You offered money. You paid my cousin on Cash App $10 to walk around the corner and tell the neighbor that he don't know anything. You offered us money. You offered me money to say that I was lying, that I was talking
Auntie,
to a so-called
Fox
nephew.
29
Ask
News.
your nephew, do he know me? Ask your nephew what's inside my house. Only person that can answer that question is Rudy, because that's who I always let in my house and let in my garage since I've been here, and I've been here since 2022. And I never knew he was missing.
State the crimes you believe she's committed.
This is
So,
this is
Dr. Candace Matthews, I'm the National Minister of Politics for the New Black Panther Nation. We've actually done some research in reference to the laws that has been actually broken by Miss Jeannie back here, Rudy's mother. And we find it very interesting that the DA has not picked up any charges whatsoever. Because when you're dealing with this type of situation, when you have someone that is actually then gave allegations that has gave pretty much whistle blew on what has happened to them, law enforcement is supposed to act, and none of that has happened. So what we have is aggravated kidnapping, which is section 2004. A person commits an offense if he intentionally or knowingly abducts another person with the intent to inflict bodily injury on him or violate or abuse him sexually or terrorize him or a third party. So by her having sexual intercourse with her son, then threatening her son, telling him, if you go and say anything, then I'm going to go to prison or you're going to go to jail. That falls under that law. And that's a felony. Next one, we have sexual assault, Texas Penal Code 22011. A person commits an offense if B, a sexual assault under section A1 is without the consent of the person or other persons if 3, the other person has not consent and the actor knows that other person is unconscious or physically unable to resist. Isn't that what happened with the drugs?
Yes.
Okay, I'll continue. Number 4, the actor knows that as a result of mental disease or deflict, the other person is at the time of the sexual assault incapable either of appraising the nature of the act or resisting of it. And then also part 6, the actor has intentionally impaired the person's power to appraise or control the other person's conduct by administering substance without the other person's knowledge. So we know clearly that was already reported to us through Rudy. Then, Miss Jeannie, clearly we already know section 3708,
Dr.
false
Candace
report to a
Matthews,
peace
that's who
officer,
it is.
federal special investigator, law enforcement employee, correction officer, or jailer. A person commits an offense if, with intent to deceive, he knowingly makes a false statement that the material to a criminal investigation and makes a statement to a peace officer, federal special investigator conducting the investigation.
Whew.
Then let's remember we talked about the GoFundMe that falls also under Texas Penal Code.
She does have a GoFundMe, by the way.
3103, which falls under theft. A person commits an offense if unlawfully appropriates property with the intent to deprive the owner of property. B, appropriation of property is unlawful if the person is stolen and the actor appropriates the property knowing that it was stolen by another. And that comes out to be a Class A misdemeanor if the value of the property is stolen from $750 to $2,500. So that's a charge right there with the GoFundMe.
She does
Then we got
heals.
another charge.
It's
It
a
was
new
also
one.
stated about the insurance fraud, correct? So if Rudy was missing for 4 years, then that funds go to the next of kin, which is the mother. So hiding him for 8 years, that falls under this insurance fraud. That falls under 3502, insurance fraud. A person commits an offense if, with intent to defraud or deceive and insure the person in support of claim for payment under the insurance policy. Also,
Auntie, I'll send you the link.
Prepares or cause to be prepared a statement that A, the person knows contains false or misleading material information, and B, is presented to insure, or 2, present or causes to be presented to and ensure a statement that the person knows contains false or misleading material. So those are at least 5 charges that she could have right now. Why is she filling this out? Then let's talk about the police.
I need the camera guy to get it together. Get it together.
So the family is allegedly saying that they have people who she friends. Well, if you're watching, let me let you know what charges you got when we flush you out. One, official oppression, which is section 3903. A public servant acting under the color of his office or employment commits an offense if he, 1, intentionally subjects another to mistreatment or to arrest, detention, search, seizure, disposition, assessment, or lien that he knows that is unlawful, and 2, intentionally denies or impedes another in the exercise or enjoyment of any right, privilege, power, or immunity, knowing his conduct is unlawful. Also, intentionally subjects another to sexual harassment. Isn't that what Janie was doing to her son? Okay. And then also, last but not least, for the ones that's watching this, just know we're gonna flush you out.
Oh man.
3902. abuse of official capacity. A public servant commits an offense if the intent to obtain a benefit or with intent to harm or defraud another, he intentionally is knowingly one, violates a law relating to the public servant's or office or employment. So these are some serious charges that has been committed. So, Miss Janie, if you're watching, just know the hammer of accountability is coming your way. HPD and the DA, we know that you running for office. Don't worry, the hammer is coming your way too.
Ooh,
Let us don't have these charges on this ma'am that's
I
in this
told you the
house.
DA
You're
should have
gonna have
gotten
a whole
involved.
problem.
The DA should have gotten involved. The DA should have made the statement, not the police.
Inaccurate accusations of lies, second party, third party accusations. Why should we believe you that you are telling?
I'll answer. The family wants to answer also. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Pauline Sanchez Rodriguez. I'm the half sister of Janie Santana. I'm going to answer that to you. Okay. Number one, I'm going to get into a little detail. Okay. But first of all, is there's some things that can be answered, and there's some things that are not going to be let out until the right time. Okay. Right now, foremost important, Rudy's the victim. Okay. We got to accept his privacy and certain things that he does not want mentioned. Okay. We cannot call Mr. X a liar because that he's not. All right. Put it past a few years ago when my mom was alive. I don't mean to bring the subject. My mom rest in peace, and I keep saying that, but I told her I will bring this to an end. Okay. Meaning I'm the oldest of the sisters here in Houston. Okay. I didn't tell nobody. I got involved, and I continue to do this until we see her get the help that she needs. Okay. That's all I'm going to say, because she does need help. Janie Santana. Now, when my mom was alive, our mother was alive, she was under my care, under home health. Okay. I'm not going to mention the company I work for. She was under care. When I would not hear, or our mom would not answer the phone, I got concerned. That's time for me to do a welfare check. Okay. Because I work for an agency and the mom is under the state, and I'm going to come and check. So I come like a state does without notice. Okay. When that door wasn't open right away, I started thinking. So not once, not twice, it happened numerous of times. Finally, the door would open after 20 minutes. I put a watch on time, okay, because I'm on work duties. So when they finally answered, I got to see our mom. I did a welfare check through the agency. First thing my mom would tell me, Rudy is here. Rudy is here. I said, Mom, are you sure Rudy's here? Rudy is here. He's back there. So I walked around freely. I didn't see Rudy. You know why? Because that gave them enough time, or Janie Santana enough time, to get him through the damn back door and go into the woods. Okay?
Keisha, thank you for becoming a
Locked.
member, love.
And nobody could go in there. Right. Because I even tried to open the door. She said, what you doing in there? I'm trying to check and see, make sure that this house is clean.
Dios mío.
Half of the damn time my mom was dirty. I hate to say that. Okay, filthy and burning herself because nobody was taking care of her. So tell me if I don't have a right to come in here and do a welfare check. I did. Okay, then I would call my family. Okay, but every time my mom would say, he is here, Janie Santana would come out. She's hallucinating. She's on medication. She doesn't know what she's saying. Okay, so what are you supposed to do? I have to expect her privacy. It's her house, right? So I go about my way and I put my little notes in my system. Okay, at work. As long as I did my job, I'm okay. It kept on, it lingered on, and it lingered on. And I kept telling everybody, I says, Janie is hiding Rudy. And I have to believe what my mom would tell us.
Oh,
okay.
Dios mío.
I had to believe that because moms don't lie. Okay.
Janie lied.
And what stupid ass mom, excuse my French, is going to do that to her own child? As mad as you are, that's one thing that nobody should downgrade themselves. So this man right here, Mr. X, when I physically, and I'm not type that I don't give up. DA, HPD, everybody. I physically went yesterday because I'm not the one to give up. First, my son went in there to see him. He doesn't want to be on camera. Okay. He's one of my firstborn triplets. He got there. Then finally, he agreed, my nephew agreed to see me, thanks to Grizzy. Okay. Grizzy's the number one. If it hadn't been for her, we wouldn't have come this far. This far and have Mr. X here. The only thing, as soon as I hugged my nephew yesterday, we started in tears. And I know him already from him growing up. He went to a Catholic school. Am I right, Linda? He's not one to lie because they don't teach you that. And he was raised up by my grandma being through him since he was a baby. He wasn't raised to lie. When I contact him and I more or less told him what JANINE Santana did to you, you're going to be okay. So he more or less knew what I meant. You know, we cried, we shed tears. It's like telling me, yes, absolutely. You know, when I said, when Quanell, did I say Quanell X talked to him? He said, is that going on? He nodded his head. He wasn't going to say it out loud. So do you expect me to call this man a liar? Hell no. HPD and the DA better get their shit together. All right. I'm sorry to say these words, but I'm a type of person like my daughter here. I'm going to speak the way it is. All right. So anybody, for your answer, it has to be answered. He will, what do you say?
The best answer that you could have got, she just gave it to you. I don't have it. I believe that the investigator has it.
Once again, my name is Pauline Sanchez. I don't have no, it's like I said, I can tell when people are lying. I've been there. I've done that. Not what's happening here, of course, you know, but I left home at 12 years old for certain reasons from Janie's father abusing me. And it runs in the family because he sexually abused me. Okay. I shouldn't have said this out loud because it's been a long time. So it runs in the damn family. Her uncle, I'm not going to mention names. He tried to do that too. Okay. No, Freddie. Okay. I'm tired of this and this has to stop somewhere. Rudy needs help.
Thank you.
Pauline, ¿te puedo hacer una pregunta? Pauline?
Yeah.
In Spanish?
Yeah.
¿Van a tomar acciones legales contra el departamento de policía?
Are they going to take legal actions again? No.
Are they going to take legal actions
come out
against the department?
What it is, if Janie is charged,
like
she should be, then Rudy has the right to choose what family he wants to be with.
Right.
Because he's an
That's
adult.
That's not what he asked. He said we're going to take
I don't
charges.
know the question.
He wants to know we're going to take charges against HPD if they find
What was your question? Because I don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry.
A very serious accusation against the HPD, the police department. Will you take any legal action against them?
I don't plan to at this time, but I want to see what they're going to do in a couple of days. I want to see how this is going to play out.
So
Lord have mercy.
I want to see how this is going to play out. But before suit, I'd file a complaint with IED first. I would file an internal affairs division complaint first before thinking about any legal action against them. I'd file that complaint. The bottom line is, I want to see what they're going to do. There's too much here. There's too much here. The family goes and get a chance to finally see Rudy, and he tells them what I'm saying is true. Damn, what more do you want, HPD? What more do you want? Let's all pray for Rudy. Let every single one of us pray for Rudy. And you see how whenever Rudy is not in the presence of his mother, he opens up and he talks.
Sure do.
And
Oh,
tells the truth
man.
about what happened to him. We thank you for your presence. Thank you for being here. May God bless you all. Please pray for Rudy. Assalamu alaikum.
Amen. Thank you, guys. This is hard, but I'm visiting my right now. I'm not gonna ask nobody for nothing. I'm gonna do it myself. I appreciate you bringing that little on this.
What do you guys think about this whole situation at this point now? It's a lot. It was a lot that was revealed, I would say even today, as the story is developing. I'm seeing everybody here. Look at this. Wow. Hold up, guys. One second, you guys. It's a lot. It sounds like there's a lot of family trauma here. Absolutely, I would agree with that. It sounds like it's been kind of an ongoing thing. It's a lot to process. That's kind of where I'm at. Brianna says, "Thank you for the 9.99." A mandated reporter who knew he was alive in the house for years did and said nothing. Not buying it. If she ignored what she was doing about the family, her clients aren't safe. I don't believe her," says Brianna. Whoo, you guys, I don't know what to say. Like, um, it's a lot of stuff that was shared. I don't know what, I don't know. I'm still on the fence on this. I'm not going to say that I 100, like, I just feel like personally, I just don't know why Mr. QX would do all of this at this time. Like, I'm trying to figure out the motive, but that's just me. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, okay? I also feel like it's a family with a lot of trauma. Absolutely. That's kind of where I'm at. Oh my gosh. Let me see what everybody else said. Let me see. They'll try to get her for insurance fraud. As of last night, Rudy was alleging with the family friend near this was allegedly with the family friend nearby. Thank you, Brianna, for the super stickers. You think it's political? Okay, there seems to be a hidden agenda, in my opinion, people say. Um, I mean, if Dr. Candace Matthews read some of the, I guess, what they could get her for or charges, I mean, I'm kind of curious to know, can they? Were these things that they were overlooked? You know, that's something to kind of keep in mind and consider. Are these things being overlooked? Are we letting a crime just kind of happen and not really think about the victims at this point? You know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't the DA step in and give a statement more directly instead of the police? Because even that statement was just like, clearly there's a funding issue within the police. I get it. I don't know. There's a disconnect here. Absolutely. Oh, okay. The new Black Panther Party isn't endorsed by an affiliate by the affiliated with the Black Panther Party. I think that's what you meant to say. Um, I don't I don't know. So for those that missed it, and I'm gonna have to head out here pretty soon. This is just a quick rundown. They had a press conference today in front of the house where Rudy was staying. They highlighted more stuff. Quanell X didn't necessarily say that he had camera or audio about these allegations. I mean, he wouldn't necessarily say it this time, although that's what a lot of us are believing. They're demanding justice. They're demanding an arrest of Janie at this point. That's what they're wanting to do. They're wanting this young man to have some help. You had the neighbors speak out. You had allegedly people were being paid to do crimes in Janie's house as a distraction. And then they're also saying that this has to do with insurance fraud, as far as why uh, uh, Rudy was missing for so many years. I think that's the best breakdown that I can give you at this point. Y'all let me know in the comments. I mean, it's a lot. It's a mouthful. It's a lot that was being alleged. Okay, and that's why I sit there and I'm like, my. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And I'm gonna try to maybe, I don't know, digest it a little bit. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm having to head out because I got a little baby bunny over here. Do you have something to say to everybody, Mama? Say hi. No, no. No? All right, you guys. Have a good one. I'll see you guys later. Rabbits out.